and EJ won the Cup is sweeping 4 wide. And then toward the inside, Real Men Violin, Woodcourt, and finally Kitty Hawk. They've turned for home after 3 quarters in 1 minute 10.77 seconds with Laurent Giroux. Dragoon Guard, the gray, leads the way, has 3 lengths to hold on Stronghold, who's charging hard on the outside, but they're near home. It's Dragoon Guard. Dragoon Guard has won the Indiana Derby from Stronghold. Informed Patriot was third, then EJ won the Cup with Real Men Violin. Woodcourt and Kitty Hawk was last home.
It was a pretty good field in last year's Grade 3 Indiana Derby. You had a Grade 1 winner, Stronghold, in there, and a horse I've loved all year long last year, Dragoon Guard. This horse, you might not recognize the name because he hasn't won a Grade 1 race yet. He's earned almost $1 million, $750,000 in earnings for hitting races like this West Virginia Derby. And who could be this year's Dragoon Guard? Here's a field of 9 signed up for the Indiana Derby. Jose, let's first talk about a horse people remember from the Derby Trail. Kind of everybody's favorite story. Came with the 3 Colt Battle and trainer Lonnie Briley.
Yeah, Lonnie Briley with the trainer Colt Battle. Colt Battle in the Matt Winn Stakes, last seen back on June 8th. Was 6-1. East Avenue was a game winner. Burnham Square finished second. He didn't miss the win by much. Given how much he ascended to begin his 3-0 campaign, you got to think this was a solid third. You know, he's not a horse that's really gonna be stuck in one specific kind of trip. He's shown some versatility, so I think you got to respect the form of Colt Battle.
He's 7-2 on the morning line here. Corey Lannery aboard for the Matt Winn, and he'll take the mount back again here for Lonnie Briley. Another horse worth discussing out of the Kentucky Derby Trail, Chunk of Gold, who he's gonna make a quick turnaround here because he was last seen June 21st in the Ohio Derby. We'll take a look back as he finishes second in this race as the favorite.
Let's take a look. Do we have race call? Let's listen in. I want to listen into this race call.
Long to go. Chunk of Gold gaining ground. McAfee's into third. Clever again. Tired. Moplex with the lead. A final 16th to go. Chunk of Gold moves to the inside, but it's Moplex. He's too strong. Moplex wins the Ohio Derby. Chunk of Gold second. McAfee was third.
Another cool horse to have owned because in 6 starts, he's earned almost $450,000. They purchased Chunk of Gold for $2,500. Jareth Loveberry's getting them out for the 5th straight start.
Yeah, that's a great return on investment. Almost a $500,000 earner, Chunk of Gold.
And let's talk about instant replay as well. He drew the outside 9 post here. Luan Machado gets them out for the first time. Exits a win in the Texas Derby at Lone Star, but also in the Bathhouse Row Stakes. A very game winner in this event. Caldera for my racehorse. I think if you flipped where the 2 and 7 were positioned here, I think Caldera gets the win, but he had that traffic trouble, had to readjust. The clear running that Flavien Prat gave instant replay is going to make the win.
Yeah, the difference was the trip, the post, the ride. But no doubt that instant replay showed some ability to begin his career. You know, that Louisiana Derby 3rd place finish, to me, was still a very, very, very good effort. Tusaksic was ending up the winner that day, but I think instant replay, it still has that form that he's kind of ascending, and also I think he gets a pretty fair draw. I don't mind drawing the outside post here.
Several runners in here with stakes experience, but one runner who's taking a big step up is going to be the 2-horse Master Controller. 3 starts as a 2-year-old, didn't do any running, went to Churchill Downs for a $100,000 maiden claiming event, and has a front-running score here. Now this one seemingly came out of nowhere, an 88 buyer for the victory, which was 27 points higher than the previous career best. 13-1. Was it maturity? Was it the class drop? Was it getting Lasix for the first time? Maybe a combination.
I think it was a combination of everything. First time Lasix, like you mentioned, first time as a 3-year-old. You know what? Interesting too, that the former got flattered. The runner-up came right back to win, break the maiden. So I think the figure was legitimate. There's a big step up, but I mean, you're talking about a horse that significantly improved last time out.
And that horse that did finish second, Sinister Smile, came back to win with an 85 buyer. So as you mentioned, yeah, kind of that 88 buyer getting a little bit of help there. All that said, I'm real curious to see if the 6 Tip Top Thomas is going to be able to stay the route of ground. He's gone a mile twice in his career. He's run really well at 1 turn. Can he go 2 turns? That'll be the question he has to answer on Saturday. one of the best fields we've ever seen for the Indiana Derby.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say. You got Kentucky Derby participants. Here it is. Brandon thinks it is.
Brandon from Twitter. Yeah, this is a really great field. I mean, we didn't even talk about Publisher, another one that was on the Derby Trail. Still a maiden, still keeps getting thrown into these stakes races, and Mike, big money, Mike Smith signed on to ride there. On-site coverage this weekend, Anthony and Maddie, that dynamic duo. I like to be on desk for that. I'm not going to work on Saturday, but that's going to be an easy desk shift. You just throw it out to them, and 15 minutes later, they'll send it back to you.
Correct.
Indiana Derby, Indiana Oaks, and plenty more. 13 races total at Horseshoe Indianapolis.